Hello everyone and welcome to my Polish cuisine. Today I am making a strawberry roll with cream, and this is going to be based on a sponge cake. And for the sponge cake, I'm going to use 6 large eggs, 80 grams of all-purpose flour, 80 grams of powdered sugar, about a teaspoon of baking powder, and some oil, and a pinch of salt. As far as the cream for the inside, I have 500 grams of strawberries. I washed them, I removed the stalks, and I'm gonna cut them into small pieces as well. And here is 60 grams of powdered sugar. I have some cream here, which is 350 grams, but I have to put it in a refrigerator before the sponge cake bakes. Here is the mascarpone cheese, and there's 100 grams of that, and that's basically it. Here I have a cookie sheet. It is 30 centimeters wide and 38 centimeters in length. And I placed some parchment paper on here. Set your ovens to 325 degrees Fahrenheit or around 170 degrees Celsius. And in my mixing bowl, I'm placing the 6 eggs. I'm gonna add a pinch of salt to my eggs and also the powdered sugar. I'm gonna beat this for about 10 minutes until it becomes creamy. So now this is a creamy consistency, as you can tell, and it doubled its size. You can also check if there are any grits in there, like sugar. Now I'm gonna add the oil to it, and this will make it moist. And let's beat that in. And now I'm gonna remove the mixer. I have my spatula here, and I'm going to add a teaspoon of the baking powder. And now I'll slowly start adding the flour. And just incorporate this in. And the rest of the flour, and just fold it in. And make sure that there is no flour on the bottom. The next thing is I'm going to transfer this batter or dough, however you want to call it, into this cookie sheet. And make sure that it's spread evenly. I like to put more in the corners because sometimes it doesn't get there So I just press on it. With the spatula. And this is going to bake relatively quickly because it's just a thin layer of the batter. So 20 minutes at the most, but make sure you insert a stick in it to make sure that it's dry. So let me put it into the oven. I have my oven preheated to 325 degrees Fahrenheit or about 170 Celsius. In the meantime, I'm gonna cut up the strawberries, and these are pretty big, so I'm gonna cut them into halves and probably into eighths even, or you can do something like this just so it fits in the cake. And the strawberries are all cut up, and now it's been about 15 minutes and the stick is dry, so I can remove it. So remember that oven temperatures do vary, and it has to be just light golden brown like this, and let it rest a little bit for a few minutes. Now the cake has been cooling for about 5 minutes, so I prepared a little bit of a parchment paper, and I'm going to place some powdered sugar on the bottom, and this is where I'm gonna invert this cake so that we can roll it. You can also use a towel for this, but I think this will be just fine. And I grab it by this previous paper that it was on. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to invert this way. And now you just want to make sure that you're pulling on it. And then this should just pull out relatively easy. And now what I'm gonna do is roll it while it's still warm, gently, so that we can unroll it then and place the filling inside. And make sure that you maybe close in the ends if you can, somehow like this. And the same with this side. And now I'm going to set this aside to cool, and then I'm going to fill it. And the next thing is I'm going to beat the filling now. So I have my cream here. And here. I'm gonna beat this for about, till it stiffens up a little bit, and then we'll add the sugar and the mascarpone cheese. So the cream has stiffened up right now. I'm going to add the powdered sugar. And beat that again. Now I'm going to add the cheese. And beat this all again. And now to this I'm going to add the strawberries. And this is very light and fluffy, as you can see. Now I'm ready to fill the cake. And now I can remove the roll from the parchment paper, unroll it, and if a little bit comes out from the sides, then that's okay too. Once you have your strawberry filling spread, and then I just roll, being careful, holding on to the back paper and squeezing gently the roll as you go along. Make sure that the filling from the inside doesn't come out. If it does, just clean the sides. And I'm going to cover it with powdered sugar. I'm just going to cover it with parchment paper, close off the corners, and the same on this side. And I'm going to put it in the fridge for about an hour to 2 hours. So if you like this recipe, please give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching.